Welcome into the house with Mama Soul Lily. Desire everyone is doing well. The collective ancestors are calling and have called you to the house. We're going to see whose energy is calling out, okay? Do keep in mind that this is still general. There may be bits and pieces within this message that is for you. We are going to get some characteristics or some energy of the ancestor that is coming through for the collective individual. Take what is for you, leave the rest. I need to be using my tongs. All right, let's see who's coming. Let's see who's coming. Who's communicating? Who wants to talk? And then we're going to see what this message is about. Supreme Creator Source, Ancient of the Ancient Ancestors, and the higher realms. Of me, we, the collective individuals of our highest and greatest vibrations. What is it that we need to see, hear, or know? Authority, Father, structure, Virgo. I'm just going to sit you there. Let's see what's facing down on the table. Gossip. And when I said gossip, I heard soothsayer. This is giving me 5 of Swords energy. Soothsayer. Let's get some more with this. Maybe this is something that they like to do. They just enjoyed gossiping. It's like they were the doorbell, you know? It's like you knew if you had to call this person, you knew if you had something that you didn't want everybody to know, or you needed everybody to know. All you had to do was call this one particular person, and you knew that the message was going to move down the chain. You knew it was going to get to everybody. All you had to do was call that one person, and you knew that that one person was going to handle and spread the news. Whether the news got, stayed straight as you said it, or whether it got twisted. The mugwort here is anointed with other oil, and they want me to burn more, keep it burning, but I don't want the one of the oil to go out neither. So you'll see me fiddle and faddle. Okay, welcome into the house with Mama Soul Lily. I come with my faults, my flaws, my hiccups, and all my imperfections and interruptions too. Okay. Always bring you a beverage, your tea, your coffee, your ice, your popcorn, your chocolate, your dinner, your late night snack, your notebook, your pen, and sometimes you might need your tissue. I don't know. Yeah. They were the alarm. They were the one that told everybody what was up, what was going down. If you wanted something to stay private, they are not the person to call. Okay, they are not the person to call. They have loose lips. They will share all your secrets, you know, betray all of your information. Some of you may say, well, why the hell is they here? Because they are here to assist you within your shadow. They are here for your greatest vibration, okay? They are here to assist within your soul's evolution, growth, and development. They do not want you to continue to honor the steps that they have taken. They do not want you to continue the same types of patterns. When we speak in this area of the ancestral collective, because the ancestors are a collective within the soul source of the cosmos, of the universe. And we are the collective individuals that are still physically here on the earth. That's for some of you that needed to know that. But let's see what else we can get about this particular ancestor. And they pulled out tea time. Yeah, they pulled out it's under here. They pulled out the tea time oracle. Okay. So there's something they need you to truly pay attention to, listen, and hear. Okay? They're not trying to gossip. They're not trying to bust nobody's bubble. But they're trying to get you to pay attention. Give me a little bit more about this ancestor that was coming for the collective individuals within the energy of me, William. And this gossip. Oh, shit. Okay. First, what stood out the most was the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Okay? The beginning. Underneath was the Ace of Swords is the Four of Wands, which is representative of the home, right? Marriage. Then we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Clubs, which is about direction. But let's see how these characteristics are fitting here. I'm hearing pastel, the color of the walls, the pastel wall, the pastel. We also have the Seven of Wands here as well, which is saying that they were hesitant or resistant. Today I just don't have any space because I'm working on other videos right now. So some of my room is preoccupied. But that's also when I came into this energy, I also heard a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So it's like the gossip, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. It's like the Ace of Swords. It's like that little bit of this, little bit of that. It's like they take bits and pieces. So this is it reiterating, opening it up further. So they would take bits and pieces of information, pieces of truths, whatever was exciting to them, and they would actually utilize that. So it's almost like weapons formed against you, and they prospered. It's supposed to be no weapons formed against you shall prosper. But they riddled it because it's like that's that resistance, that unspoken, not, it's not unspoken, those spoken untruths, the fabrication, how they fabricated. So they're because this energy that I'm tapping into of this ancestor, there's something within your life, there's an area within your life that this is showing up for you. There's areas where within your Scorpio energy where, you know, where you're portraying moral codes of conduct, principles, privacy. This is getting a little strong for me. Do keep in mind this is still general. The ancestors been calling me to do more messages, but I've been a little resistant myself because I don't feel like my channel gets enough views, and that makes Christelle, ego of her trauma, to feel a little out of sorts or out of place. So I'm not here doing the ancestral part of the work for the collective individuals, mainly because of that. Which one? Ooh, this feels like a brick. That's light as a feather. This feels like a brick. That's the one we're going with. Because the Seven of Wands, the resistance. Let's get into this message for you, the collective individuals. Now you have a good enough idea in who may be communicating with you. They could have had like an orange, burnt orange, brunette type of hair color. They also could have had a shaggy, a shag, a pullback. That's what I heard, a pullback. Kitchen area, in the kitchen. Something about the wallpaper in the area of the kitchen. There's also a dark something on the wall in the bathroom. It's like the whole wall is in the bathroom in one particular area. It seems like it was just it was like just overkill of this particular design in the bathroom. There was a sense of eeriness. There was a sense of bugs or insects. Yeah, insects that you perceived or made you feel that type of way. We have the man. What about this man? Why is the man here? Why are we dealing with the man? collective. Something about a man. And the butterfly. Change for the better. Something took place. Okay, so some truths got tangled up. Some pieces got added in to whatever your life circumstances is. And it's as if some of you are being asked to honor the truth, because the butterfly is here, which is about transformation, which is about ascending, and it says change for the better, right? So it's like whatever's happened, it's happened that way for a reason. If someone went against secret code or shared certain information, confidentiality, however this betrayal could have taken place, it's like it was supposed to be that way because it's something for you to actually gain from it. I'm hearing some of you are very bitter and sore, and you're finding yourself constantly contributing to conversations around it, bringing an awareness to it. And the change for the better. So the male. So if this is a relationship with a male, or business dealing, or whatever this may be, this can either be one that could have created this level of upheaval or just these distruths, this misinformation, this breach within contract. Or this is someone that is going to be coming in to usher in or to assist. I got to collect the information how I collect it, to assist within the change that will give you a different view in what you may need to consider, or how it is that you consider the information that you share. There's something about the white lies, the bitter truths, the sour tongues. Sour tongues. There's a distaste within the information received. Oh, it landed on the man. Oh, I need a drink. It landed on the man. Just trust, the man is here. He's here. It landed on the man. Teardrops. Oh. Oh. Grandma. I just heard somebody in the ether say grandma. Okay, so someone's recognizing in this message who's communicating with them, who's talking to them. It says great personal sorrow. Did I even show the cards? I don't know, fam. I'm showing it again because I'm tapped in and I'm loopy. I'm between this physical and that space right now. Okay, so, and I let the thing go out. They knew I was gonna lose concentration, not lose concentration here, but on that. Maybe that's why they had me do it so heavily over there. But it says personal personal sorrow, and it landed on the man. And this feels two ways, because it feels like the personal sorrow is behind the regret, behind the snatching of information, the robbing of information, the sharing of information that wasn't for them to do. Because I'm also hearing dry your tears. Dry your tears, my love. It feels so grandmommy. It feels so grandma. That's saying the dry your tears. If this is personal sorrow, which is the intimacy or the relationship with your personal intimate partner, and this is what has happened, it was all for the betterment of your growth, your healing. Because there's something that they weren't able, I'm hearing, or weren't allowed to feel certain parts of themselves, and the way that they were able to filter out the things that they weren't able to express through what they really felt. This is how they got into the gossip, the sharing of other information, personal information that didn't belong to them, holding receipts and putting and etching the receipts in order how they saw to put them in order. Dry your tears, my child, is what I hear. So Grandma Spider, amongst the other grandmothers, let's go further into this message for you. The dragon. Oh my goodness. Look at what it says. After teardrops, beware of delusion. Beware of what's real and what's not real. Be aware of what's the truth and what's not the truth. Beware of the white lies that you tell. Beware in how you telephone information to other people, how you channel, how you share your information through your verbal voice. There's something greater here. Give me a moment. No. I must stop that. Give me a moment. Because you're either here with me or you're not. But they set me up with the cards, but so far. And when I touched these, they said, no, not yet. So there's something, but I'm waiting to receive the information, but I don't want to feel like I'm holding you up neither. So I feel like I want to hit the pause button, and they just don't want me to do that because they want me to get out of that, of my ego part of self within my pain and trauma, that I carry and deal with and work through every day, because it's my Chiron within Vedic and tropical. Anywho, and then I heard that energy say, therefore, my child, know that you are not alone. I may be a guide, I may be a medium, I may be an oracle, I may be a high priest, but I am still a physical body, having these experiences with you and better understanding the meaning of it all and how it all connects too. So bear with me. I keep seeing that deck, and I keep waiting for something else because it's been happening already throughout my messages. You know, my Leo Aquarius message, they called out a freaking tarot deck that I didn't even know I had while I was in the middle of the video. Oh, y'all want to get some get that, but they want some zodiac energy. So get this. Because as you heal, they heal. They transcend sin. They rise up on the spiral. They rise up on that triple helix. We're going to get that one, but they said, I just heard astrology. How do you want me to get the astrology? There. What? What you showing me? Hold up. Trusting in is so important right now for everybody within the collective whole. Trusting in your discernment, in your spidey senses, in your ears, in your audio, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your clairjustience, your clairsentience, and that goes on and on and on. Do you want me to use those? Can we use those for zodiac? Or do you want me to get a tarot zodiac? That's what I want to know. Oracle or tarot? I heard tarot when I went to take a sip. Okay. There's one up here. There isn't one zodiacs here. No. No zodiacs. No zodiacs. No zodiacs. Hold up, fam. See what I'm saying? Like, there we go. Zodiacs with energy. Okay. Zodiacs with energy. All right. Oh, no. I didn't want to use this, but that's what they wanted me to use. My silk, real silk, kinetic. And so I gotta keep straightening that out, y'all. Okay, look. Ugh. Look. I don't know if that's a COPD issue or what, but that bothers me. So let's see what's going on with this man, the butterfly, and these tears of sorrow. Personal tears of sorrow. Who is this man to you and whom I'm communicating to you for? I mean, I don't always use the proper adjectives, adverbs, all that stuff, y'all. Okay? I channel not the spell. Okay? The English language is a spell. Secret information, misused information. Let's go. High priestess. All right. Who is this man to the collective ancestor? Who is this man to the collective? I asked for a zodiac, and in my mind, I said, that's right, that's supposed to be zodiac. And then that's when the card flipped over. And that's the moon. Let's get these cards out individually, because I already see instantly that I want to clarify. I want to add on. Yeah, I got to. We have Neptune and Pisces. They create fear. They're deceptive. They may be unstable. They may like to dream a lot. They may be insecure within making it. I'm hearing executive decisions, choices, or putting things in order. The butterfly. I heard animal spirit. Oh, there you go, butterfly. Animal spirit. It's your strength. The change for the better. The change for the better. The butterfly. The change for the better. That's why the ancestor is here. The change for the better. The betterment of you within your growth, your healing, as well as theirs, in whom is communicating to you, that is talking to you about your circumstances, in whom this resonance is for. I'm hold up. I'm getting a song coming in. Hold up. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I call my baby's number, I get a click every time. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. There's Pisces again. Damn it. And moon energy. Yo. Daydreamy, oversensitive within one's emotions. Ooh. What's up with the teardrop? What's the teardrop want to say? What is this? That's obvious. It feels like something went boom. What is this teardrop over? Collect. Ooh, 2 cards came out. Okay. Ooh. It's building you up to be resilient, to learn how to persevere, how to never give up, never give in, never sacrifice. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul, my child. That's how I heard it. Don't sell your soul. Let's see what we have. Woo! Tatawa. The King of Pentacles. There's the man. And the personal sorrow. Oh my goodness. Something went boom. I'm telling you. That's what they're telling me. The 4 of Pentacles, the home, the Ace of not the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Moving on, resistance, boom, the man, the tear drops. I'm hearing them say, is it all really worth it? Something blew fuck up. And it is the talk of the street for some of you. As this book opens up further, as this message opens up further, something went boom, something blew up. Whether it was at work, something with the information that was given, that was shared, it really fucked up some shit. If you can't take the way it spoke, gotta go. Only way I correct myself is if the ancestor pulls and say, no, I don't communicate like that. Then I'll give my reverence and make my corrections. Other than that, something blew up. Somebody, this can be a literal or physical, for something materialistically of materialism blew up. Something went down. Something could have went on fire. Ooh. Someone in particular, something caught on fire and the man was involved. My condolences. This can also too be who could be communicating. My condolences. I'm seeing empires, businesses coming down. Shutting down businesses, money, industry, causing a lot of confusion. But there's this talk on the street. The talk on the street. What is this? Are we going into that inner child? Because it's, what's the change? What needs to be changed? That's the question. If there's a line of resistance within the collective, to look at your own evidence, your own truths, your own gossip, your own words, your own things that you share or don't share or you keep to yourself. What boundaries are you crossing within someone else's space? There's different things here, collective, that the ancestors in the energy of this gossip is really needing the perspectives to shift in how you view yourself separate, and don't see the self within identical, the identical within identity in how you relate, just with a different face, I hear. Someone here really needs to learn to take risks. There's something about risks, needing to take risks. It's like they're saying, stop belittling yourself. Stop making yourself less than. Maybe you don't see things as valuable in your life. But there is value. Especially with this King of Pentacles being here. That grounded energy, that Taurus, those morals, those principles. That's the change. Changing your morals, your principles. Setting positive boundaries. Not allowing situations or not allowing the self to be caught in certain situations where there's possibility for upheaval or destruction, or for you to experience trauma or stress within your heart or even in your mind. Natural disasters is one thing, but the ones that we create upon ourselves through lack of communication for some, the change. What do we need to see about the change? 3 cards, I like that, Source. Let me slow down my shuffle because I don't want nobody else to come out. The King of Cups. What do we have here? Up! I wasn't expecting you. There's the sorrow, the personal sorrow. There's the disaster, the destruction. There's the fire. There's the hot tempers. And have been easily subdued. This is what needs to change for the betterment. Not allowing the self to be easily persuaded within your emotions and within your truths of your moon. Some of you within this feels like whatever the sorrow within loss is, in this dealing with this individual, it just really seems as though that it's been really a poor judge of character and really not paying attention to the interface is what I'm hearing. Proceed. There it is again. The 4 of Wands. The Cupid. The home. The marriage. The love. So it seems truly that I'm really talking to someone, that we're talking to someone that has lost a home, a relationship, to some type of temptation, some type of lust within some type of diver's lust within convenience, going against the secret contracts within the vows that govern and hold unity of marriage together. However you see unity in marriage, your consecration. Up. Look. The devil at the first, the justice at the end. The personal sorrow, the change for the better, is the judge's ruling. And this judge is the decree. Some of you are going for you're in the midst of a decree, a divorce. For those that don't understand a decree. But this is to detach you from whether narcissistic, emotionally unavailable individual that daydreams, that's unstable, that constantly misconceives information, or constantly demoralizing your values, making you feel as though you're less than, when you know that something within you rules louder or roars louder, but yet too timid to speak up within your truths. ancestor. Any more concluding words or messages before I close the house? Yeah, some of you are going before the Magus. You're going before the courts. Some of you are coming into this. You're hearing words on the street, the gossip. You're hearing information through the grapevine. It's uncomfortable because you're not completely sure, because you're looking at the things within your foundations of your King of Pentacles. And you're trying to decide, how in the world am I going to keep myself together, or, keep my shits from coming down and losing it. The teardrops. But this is all for your renewal, for your soul, for your mind, for your emotions, to be repurified, to be cleansed, to be changed once again. Leave the dead horse lie where the dead horse lay. It is not a burden for you to carry and move forward with anymore. Stop resisting. Stop allowing yourself to fall into the delusion of seduction. And I do say, I desire that you were able to receive something. I do desire that this message was communicated clearly. Because remember, the dragon, the delusion, right? Beware of. That's that devil energy. Beware of it. Pay attention to it. And rise up out of it. And until then, Mama Soul Lily and Grandma Spider, good night. Well, before the good night, Ancestral Collective, I first would like to thank you for allowing me to come in to channel the message for your dear loved ones. I am humbled to be here and honored as well. And until next time, ciao.